Okay, take one. I feel like I'm a little bit crooked. That doesn't matter. Life's crooked. Did you know that we're on a tilt? We're on a tilt axis in this world.
Just drink.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I got 2 coffees. Either side of me. Stay hydrated, even though it dehydrates. This is not bloopers, this is how it works. Okay, I'm gonna stay hydrated and make sure I have my breakfast. Yeah, I'm gonna have my Wonder.
I thought this was supposed to be a rune reading.
Alright, we're under wonder. We're under wonder. It is a rune reading. Don't worry, we're getting to it. Okay, make a wish. We're gonna check the bag.
What are you doing a reading on?
I have no idea. It's gonna come out. Alright. I'm gonna pick a rune. Then we're gonna know what we're gonna do it on. No one. We're gonna do it on feeling like a leader. So this is something to do with like business. This is definitely something to do with business. This is I'm Zeus. We got it. Not that one. Alright, next one. I'm Zeus, what do you got for us right now? Alright. Woo, it's getting hot in here. That's what I use this for, right? Alright. Take away your relationships from your business. Sometimes it blocks you. Or, better yet, you gotta know who you're getting in bed with. That's a business quote by someone. Way back sometime.
What?
Being in business is like being in bed with someone. You gotta know who you're being in bed with. You gotta know them. If you don't know them, you don't know what they're thinking, what they're feeling. And it's really hard to know if you're pleasing them or if you're not pleasing them. Make sense? All right. I'm gonna put that back in the frame. You got all these decorations here, you can't even see them. What the hell? There we go.
Yeah, I know. You gotta be mindful of those stupid things.
All right. We got Kenaz. And this is how I do a rune reading. I'm going to go in a circle. And we're going to go to the middle. Those ones are not in the reading. That's because they fell away, see? They're too weak. They weren't strong enough. You got to use wisdom. Well, your chicken feet, what the fuck's a chicken foot? You got to use wisdom while you're establishing your foundation for the start of your business. The start of your business may seem hard to build the foundation, but you still will become victorious. Remember, you have to push through. When you create anything, you're going to have a wounding effect. It's the opposite of a creation. It's a duality. So while you're emerging this creative energy from fucking who knows where it comes from, when you're creating something, you're also going to be putting other things on the back burner, because that creation force takes precedence. It takes priority over all these other things. And so these other things that you put on the back burner are going to feel this wounding effect. Now, that could be a person, that could be a friend, that could be a family member, that could be another creation that you have going. But those things, are going to not be in alignment. And this is where Jiraz comes in. Uruz, looks like a U, reminds you to, I don't know if you can see that. It reminds you to push through the wounding effect, push through the things that are feeling like they're weighing too much on this one creation process. You know which one is taking precedence over the other one, because that one is more in alignment with you, and sometimes you need to sacrifice things to get to that alignment. Jira is finding alignment within yourself, but not just yourself, it's more your world that you're looking for the alignment from. When you find that alignment and you know which one, and I think in this particular business reading, it's it's which creative tool or which business, or I feel like it's business. Which business idea is going to take more alignment with you? Which one is going to have more alignment with you? You're going to also, I'm thinking, call my spirits. Thinking.
Okay, call on my spirit guide.
Call my spirit guides. Aha! He was. Oh, okay. It's going to shed away from you. You're not going to have to create any boundaries or separate. You're not going to have to create the boundaries to separate this person or business idea from you. That once you pick the alignment, the other thing's just going to shed from you. And that's going to lead you into just checking my hands, making sure I know which one this is. That's going to lead you into your leadership. This is Leguz. Leguz is leadership. It's ownership. It's you're going to really feel truly yourself by the time that you pick which idea you're aligned with most. And that doesn't have to be forever. That doesn't have to be forever. Nothing's forever. It's all impermanent. It's always changing. We're going to just put those ones away for now, and we're going to pull out more. Which one? What else do you need to hear?
Just marbles.
Marbles, baby, marbles. Who like the game marbles? I like the game marbles. All right. We're going to look at Fehu. When it comes to business transactions, be bold. Your identity is what you're protecting. And that's going to bring harmony in your life. You're going to have to be bold. You're going to have to be strong like a dragon, almost. As the rune that was inspired by the constellation Draco. You ever heard the saying, crouching tiger, hidden dragon? When you're hunting for where this is a business reading, so when you're hunting for clients, when you're hunting for money, because that's really what you're trying to do with a business, when you're hunting for that, you're going to try to mimic and mock what you're supposed to do to get that money, the likeness of the money. But that's not you. You're a dragon. You're not a tiger. So crouching tiger, hidden dragon is the dragon mimics and mocks the tiger's sound, the mating call of a tiger. And it distracts the tiger from what it's doing and lures it into the bush. And when that tiger jumps into the bush to go mate, lo and behold, there's a dragon. One swipe of the tail, and the dragon is fed instead of the tiger. So you're going to have to, yes, pick what you're in alignment with and what is going to take priority, but that doesn't mean that it's your identity. It just means that you're doing and mocking what you need to for now. And then there comes Thuraz. Thuraz is the rune of Mjolnir. Now, if everybody knows the story of Mjolnir, I think everybody knows the story of Mjolnir. Maybe not. Maybe not. We're also going to tell the story of Mjolnir. Take a sip out of both your coffees. Staying hydrated. The story of Mjolnir, Thor is given the hammer Mjolnir by his father Odin. Odin was wise enough to know that Thor, his son, was trying to prove himself. And to prove himself to his father, to prove himself to his royalty, Odin gave him a task, a tool, something to forge, something to make better. But it's not what he was forging that he was making better. He was forging himself while he was forging the hammer to make better. So while he was trying to make himself worthy to hold this hammer that only he could actually hold and master this tool of Mjolnir, he was also mastering the tool of himself and his identity, his mind, his ability to see himself as worthy. And so Thor goes on to end up using another tool and making that himself out of the magical, I should say divine inspiration, but like with like a little bit of magic in the mythology from his father. And so trials and tribulations. Me and May like to call that the trials and tribulations like a conviction test to see if you are truly sure about what you're doing, if you're certain about your steps moving forward. So that's going to come into play while you pick this alignment. Be strong, bold. That's definitely another reminder. Be strong, bold with your identity. You're going to have to do it with both. Finding your place in the world is not a small task. It's a big one. And be watchful that it doesn't take you into its storm, because when you're masking yourself, you can only mask for so long before it wants to change you. And watch for that storm. If you don't get swooped up by the storm, then you're all good. Your personality is all good. Okay, Marvel, what next? What more do you need to hear? Okay. Wait, be patient. Wait and be patient. Things are changing themselves as this storm is it seems this thing that you're trying to mask in your identity while you're choosing a certain business tool, business idea, business plan, it seems that you're going to have to really be patient with its process. It's almost like it's got its own consciousness and you're trying to be the representative tool of it or something. So maybe you're trying to be a representative of a business, and maybe you feel like it's not necessarily your identity, but you've got the strength to do it. You've got the strength to do it. Be patient with yourself as things start to change in your life. Don't let it swoop you up. And if you don't let it swoop your identity, your hobbies, what you're interested in, what are you interested in? Write it down. Who are you today? Write down what you're interested in, what your hobbies are, what you want out of your life. Those things are going to be truly you, especially while you're trying to mask yourself temporarily. Things will change. That's okay. The things that will change are not meant for you right now. And later on they'll start to sort themselves out. So be patient for that process. You'll come into harmony, Radho, the horse and rider. It literally looks like an R. If you can see that, zoom in or something. You'll come into harmony. You'll realize what is truly you. And I think you don't have to write it down. It's just my channeling. And that's going to help you with your relationship with yourself, but relationship with other people is waiting for this process to be completely finished. I'm thinking that 3 months. That's the number that pops in my head. 3 months, you'll be fine. 3 months! That's all you gotta wait for. Come on. Be patient. Don't forget your morning coffee. It'll help you. This isn't actually coffee. It kind of tastes like coffee. It smells like coffee. Looks like coffee, but it's my olive leaf coffee. Roasted olive leaf. If you want to check that out on my website, then you go right ahead. Peace out!